So welcome back to new video. In this video we will discuss conclusion of whole series, means most important part of videos of our series all about study. As in first part we see that work accomplished is time spent into intensity of focus. So your time and focus will determine your accomplishment of work. No one have whole day to spend on one task. So increasing intensity of focus will work for you to accomplish your task. For increasing focus intensity, time management is most important. So let's see basic time management technique. For that you need a paper and calendar. On calendar you have to store all your deadline and task, and on paper you have to make two columns, things to remember and today's schedule. On today's schedule you will write all things that you want to accomplish that day with required time, and on things to remember column you will write all deadlines or new tasks that you will encounter that day. For example, your professor declared new test date, so you have to write test in things to remember column. Then when you come back to home, copy all things of your calendar from things to remember column.
Then throw page because it is of no use now. Then collect new page on next day, and by seeing calendar, make schedule of next day. So that was basic idea. If you want detailed video in such topic, so you can click on I tab. After that we see answer of 3 basic frequently asked question by student, that are how long should study, where to study, and when to start. So you should start study in isolation if possible, so that you will easily achieve flow state. So try to search libraries near you. If not possible, so you can visit to places with less crowd, like old gardens. Places doesn't matter, but isolation matters. Then when to start? You should start as early as possible, because at early morning your energy is high, and accomplishment of most important task in early morning will provide you positivity that will remain with you whole day. Then last question, how long you should study? You should study for 1 hour without break. Understand the statement that matters more than length. Means hours not matter, but accomplishment of work in that hours matters the most. So study for hour, then take 10-minute break. You can change it as per your requirement. And for detailed video, visit to I tab. Now let's come to mistake that you make while studying, and straight A student avoid that. First, take notes. Straight A student never bunk classes, because they believe that if you bunk classes, then you require double the time than required for specific subject, and they take notes in specific format: question, evidence, and conclusion. They frame right question while professor is teaching, then they pair conclusion to it, and then they find evidence that connect question and conclusion. For detailed explanation, visit to I tab. Then we see how toppers prioritize their schedule. For prioritizing, they don't take whole thing that professor is teaching. They only write specific point that can later be extended. But this will work for only non-technical courses like biology and sociology. But for technical courses like math, CS, and logical solving, you should follow specific process. Familiarize, refamiliarize, and fail like a pro. Familiarize means build momentum by solving easy questions so that you feel confident, and then refamiliarize means to review all notes that you write and then jump to hard question. Fail like pro. Whenever you solve hard question, you will eventually fail. So you should know reason why you are failing and why this question is harder than previous one, so that next time you will not fail. By the way, you can visit to playlist for detailed explanation as you make notes and review all things, solve problems. But while doing study, technique you use to study matters. So best technique to study is active recall, which is also known as Feynman technique. In this technique, you first read concept and then try to explain that concept with loud voice in slow speed. If you easily explain it, so you can move on next concept. Otherwise, repeat that again. So question arises like, why this technique works? This technique works because you are actively produce information by own, not by reading or cramming. So this technique works efficiently for you. But some parts like chronologies, dates, formulas, and chemical questions you can't actively recall. So for such things, you have to make flashcard. In flashcard, you write question to one side and answer to another side. In free time, you revise such things, so there is no need to spend separately time on that. So all things we discussed was about preparation, but thing that matters is how we write our paper in examination. To write best paper in given time, you should follow 4 tactics, which are: review first, answer the question later. Means check first from given question how many you know and see if most of the paper based on short question or detailed question. Then second step is build time target. Means you should know maximum time to spend on particular question. For calculating that, you first subtract 10 minutes from given time, and then divide given time with number of section given in exam, and then divide section with number of question in that section. So you will find max time to spend on particular video. If you not understand this point, so visit on I tab for detailed explanation. Third, move from easy to hard. Means write easy question first, then jump to hard question. Otherwise, in case you write hard question first and you're not able to answer that question correctly, so you will lose confidence and time both. And in such situation, you will not able to write easy question correct. But if you write easy first, then move to hard, so you will have ample of time for hard question, and your confidence will also on next level. The next step is outline detailed question first. Means don't write directly any detailed question first. Write outline of each point that you are going to written in the paper. Then arrange that point in format. Then write detailed question. This will maintain your flow in such big question. Then last step is recheck. As you know, we outsource 10 minutes in first step. So here we have to use that 10 minutes to take overview of each question, that all things are correct or not, and if something is missing, so you can correct it at last moment. So hope you like this video. This video was overview of all parts of our series all about study. As I said before, for detailed explanation you can visit to our playlist. So hope you like this video. You must subscribe to channel if you don't want to miss next video, and thanks for watching.